This is Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time. This is Retro Wednesdays. So the challenge with this game basically is to not fix my mistakes. So this game gives you the ability to rewind time earlier on to fix your mistakes, right? So my whole idea is that I'm not allowed to. Now the only real time where it can get a little bit annoying is kind of like combat and maybe like certain gaps or falls that you don't see coming. They do sometimes do that. But I think the main thing would be like combat gets very hectic, and sometimes you obviously you die and you want to rewind. Well, I'm not allowed to do that. You know the whole saying of be calm, rewind. Well, I'm not allowed to do that. The whole point of this run is basically just to play the game with no mistakes. So if I die, I die. I'm not allowed to rewind. If I do rewind by accident, I have to kill myself. That is the rules. I will try to remember. But if you are watching live and I do rewind and I don't kill myself, then please tell me. If you would be so kind. But that's basically the goal. I don't see this being really hard, more annoying. If you know the game well enough, you're fine. You can do it perfectly. The rewind button's just there to save your bacon. You don't need it. There's only one time, I think, in the game where they expect you to use the rewind. So that counts. Anyway, without further ado, that's the whole idea. You also get other time powers as well. But I kind of need them for the combat because the combat gets very bland very quickly in this game. So I think I will stick with the other power-ups. I'm just not allowed to rewind. So that's why I call this the no mistakes run. Go through it. If I die, I die. I mean, granted, the no mistakes run would literally be just don't die at all. And I'm going to try not to. And I kind of skipped the intro, but it doesn't matter. I've played this game several times. Anyway. Alright, have fun, Darkman. Bless you. I'm going to try not to die at all and make no mistakes. So yeah, I suppose it might sound a little bit confusing because you might think, well, does that mean that I have to restart? I would literally have to reset my console because this game like kind of auto saves and stuff. So yeah. I mean, I'm not even supposed to be running along the wall here. I always remember that. But the first few times you run along the wall, they make it slow-mo because they want to make it epic. They're like, oh yeah, running along the wall, super epic. Hardcore parkour, let's go. Prince of Persia. You're supposed to jump, but I always run along the wall. That's fine. So you can't rewind here anyway. You actually can't. We don't have the Dagger of Time yet. When we get the Dagger of Time, that's when we are allowed to, but no, we're not going to. We are forbidden. We are forbidden. So I'm going to try my best, see how long we can play this game without, without me not using it, but without me dying or making a mistake. So, like, I should not die here. This is like tutorial. These guys are nothing. I never quite got why the prince quickly pulls his like sword back or puts his sword back. Basically, that little sequence where it like flashes and it zooms in the prince, he's supposed to be putting the sword back slowly to make it seem epic. I don't know. They just always do that. It's like once you've had like a battle sequence or a fight sequence. Once it's over, you hear the little sound and then he slowly puts his sword back. I feel like you don't really need that every time, but that's pretty much what the game does. It's fine. I got used to it, but it's just one of those things where it's like, I guess it's kind of neat the first time, but do we really need you to, put your sword away every freaking time, Prince? But sometimes, instead of him putting it back slowly, he'll just go like really quickly. He'll just put it back really quickly for some reason. It might be like a glitch or something, but that happens. So now I would have played the the PS3 version of this just because I haven't, and because I hear that's kind of buggy, and I just wanted to see if I ran into any bugs. But you know, when you have no money, you can't buy things. So I'm playing the original because this is what I have. This is the only version I have. So never mind feels bad, man. Moving on. Anyway, I still love the fact that I would not have. He's did it again. I like the fact that I would have never experienced this game if it weren't for my neighbor. So shoutouts to my neighbor. I basically got given this game for free, and it's one of my favorite games, just in general. Favorite platformer games, platformer action. I guess you could say it. Platformer action adventure. I mean, because there's platform and there's action. There's, you know, there's the whole journey, the story. I love the story in this game as well. I think it might be my favorite of the Prince of Persia trilogies. I really like how the prince narrates. Like, basically, you're in a flashback. You're playing the prince's story as he's telling it to someone who we don't know who he's telling it to, but he's telling someone a story. We assume it's to us, right? And he's constantly narrating throughout the game. And I like that when you die, he always says, like, no, that didn't happen. Because he's like, well, you know, I didn't die here. That's not how the story ends. Because, you know, he's telling the story. So he's alive, and this has all happened as far as we know. And he survived. So, you know, I just kind of like the little detail. Or, like, sometimes when you press the start button, he'll be like, shall I go on? Like, shall I continue the story? And like when you save, I think he says, I'll continue the story from here next time, you know. Or shall I continue from here next time, you know. Or it's like, should I continue the story this time, the next time you were called away? Which I kind of like the little detail of that. This is like, to me, this is like a classic PS2 game. I'm not actually sure what year it came out, but fun fact, I got this in 2004, and the only reason why I remember that is because the receipt is in the freaking case. And remember, I got given this by my neighbor, so that's his receipt. But I looked at the date and it says 2004. So think about that. It's 2018 now, and yeah, I got given this in 2004. So think about that. Maybe it was out in 2004. I'm not sure, actually. Alright, yeah, health. The mystical water, the savior of us all. I've got water with me as well, guys. Keeps you healthy, man. Replenishes your health. The slow-mo pole action. Oh, yeah. What you don't realize is that, he was a stripper in his previous life. I'm joking. He was a male stripper in his previous life. Or male pole dancer, I should say. Really. Shall I save the game? I guess. There we go. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, it's one of my favorite games. One of my favorite PS2 games, man. It's not obviously like perfect. It might even be my favorite of the series. The only thing that really holds it back, I would say, is the combat. You know, I would say the combat and the amount of enemies you have to deal with. I feel like, you know, one kind of comes with the other. It's like I feel like if you have decent enough combat, like enough variance, and you know, perhaps you get stronger and makes it easier for you to take out enemies as you progress, and you know, as you progress you fight stronger enemies, then I can get over fighting hordes of enemies, you know, if I'm like built to handle that. I feel like the prince isn't exactly built to handle all the enemies. I feel like he's a bit lackluster. Like, he has some abilities, but I still feel like it's a bit of a struggle with the amount of hordes of enemies that you have to fight. You know, So the combat could have been better. Like, say, like the War Ravens combat, I think is much better in my opinion. But here it's very, you know, bread and buttery. It's the first game of the series. It's like the only thing I would say would let it down is the combat's a bit too simple. I mean, you're mainly just mashing the square button, so. The palace's defense system. Oh, I have to run along the wall, right? Well, I was trying to run along the wall. Hang on a sec. There we go. So hopefully the game audio is a lot better now. Yeah, I had a few issues, a few technical issues. Unfortunately, they happen, and they happen quite a lot with me. Just me and technology. We kind of have a funny relationship, you know. we have a bit of a thing going on, and a bit of a love-hate relationship. You know, long distance relationships. They say they don't work. And I feel like we've been growing a bit distant. More pole action. Oh no! Wait, hold on. We need to pan the camera so we can see what we're actually going after, which is the Dagger of Time. Yeah. Oop. Oop. You know, I'm curious how many people knew about this game before they saw the movie Sands of Time, if they even saw the movie. I mean, of course, there's going to be lots of people that, general people that just don't play games anyway, so they probably have not heard of Sands of Time and probably didn't even know that the film was based off a game. But I'm talking to, like, maybe you're a gamer and you didn't know about Sands of Time until you watched the movie. I wonder how many people, like, experienced the film and not the game, and then maybe went to experience the game or not, or maybe they're like, oh, you know, the film's not very good, so maybe the game's not very good. Well, no, this is a great game. And there it is. That was pretty much the introduction to Rewind with the Dagger of Time there. We're not allowed to do it, though. We're not allowed to use it.
I had what I came for. It was time to get out. Now.
Unless we literally have to, because the game is, like, telling me to, then, you know, we're not using it. Woo. And this is where the game kind of tries to get to you a little bit. But we should be fine. I think we're literally about to come up to a cutscene now. Yep, there we go. And that's it. That's the first sequence down. Now we just pretty much just got cutscenes going on. Really, for now. So of course this is going to take several streams. This is quite a long game, really. So do I want to skip the cutscene? Screw it. We'll skip the cutscenes. I've already played this game. I feel like, you know, really, if you guys want to see, like, you know, a let's play, you can go check the one I did on Gamebusters at Gamebusters UK. Me and Jamie did, actually. I think we both did it. To learn the story, but basically, long story short, we have the Dagger of Time, we have sand creatures, and the dagger is the only thing that can stop the sand creatures. So when you knock them down, you stab them, or you can do things like that.
Each time I struck them down, they rose to fight again.
Oof. Oof. I do like that the enemies can
I liberate them from their monstrous living death.
I am finishing it. Thank you, mysterious woman. There's going to be more. Yeah, there you are. Down, down. This is kind of horror themes. I mean, we're taking out sand creatures, which are pretty much like the equivalent to zombies. It's kind of horror, right? Kinda. I did not mean to do that, but it doesn't matter. I'm trying to run over you. I'm trying to be all hardcore parkour and be all acrobatic and shit. It's my gimmick. Just let me have my gimmick. Stab! Right in this sand balls. Look at that. Perfect. Prince! Right in his sand ball. I mean, he ain't gonna feel it. I mean, I assume he doesn't feel it. I don't know. I mean, these sand creatures might have feelings. I guess I shouldn't be judging them immediately. But, you know. Oh, it's not what I wanted to do. Okay, Mr. Bloomin' Blockin'. Trying to, you can, like, do, like, a counter, but I'm not gonna bother. Stab! Now your sand balls are mine.
That's no good.
Oh no!
Can I skip this? No, I don't think I can. No, because I have to do the visions. Yeah. These portals are basically your saving. I always assume that this is like something that the prince only sees because he's the one who has the dagger and awaken the sands of time. So these are like sand vision portal things. I don't know, but like, the girl we'll see there, Farah, she sees him go in it. So, well, okay, never mind. I just kind of contradicted myself. I said he's the only one who can see it. They exist obviously because of what he did. She sees him go in it. So, yeah. Just ignore what I just said. I think I knew what I was trying to say, but I like completely butchered it. I'm bad at wording things sometimes, man. Leave me alone. Yeah, she's called Farah, by the way. Again, this isn't really a let's play. It kind of is, but it kind of isn't. So I'm skipping cutscenes, I think, when I can. You can't skip all the cutscenes. Like, you can't skip this one because this is kind of showing you what you need to do. It's like, hey, this is the platforming challenge that you're going to be doing right now. And it's like, oh, gotcha. When you use the dagger pack, yeah, I know, but I'm not using it. But I might as well do this. That increases my sand powers, but I'm not going to rewind time because I'm not allowed to. Am I fighting enemies again?
My father, all our entourage, and I
No, not yet. Okay. I am... At least I don't think so. I am looking for... What am I looking for? Ah, here we go. That's what I'm looking for. No, grab the thing. Yeah, there you go. Hoo. And hoo. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Maybe I should ignore upgrades as well. I might do that. Because then that'll definitely be harder. Because you get upgraded health in this game. They are optional though. There is one that I believe is mandatory, or is it? I'm trying to think. Is it mandatory? I want to say it is. It's coming up actually. No, maybe it isn't. Never mind. I think we can ignore it.
Either way, I could not rest until I had found her again.
I mean, it's not really included a part of the channel. I just thought, maybe I'll do that because that would, I think, make this challenge a bit harder. Because, like I said, but there's no real consequence of the die. The only consequence of the dying in this game is more of the fact that it just wastes time. You can't get a game over. So, yeah. That's the big thing of this game. Alright. Just trying to get a bit of a better camera angle there. The camera angles in this game aren't the best. You do have control of the analog stick, but even so, it still kind of suffers in places where the camera will literally position in a way that's not very helpful to you. So, oh, we've got the tubbies. Got the tubbers. Oh, I don't like that camera angle when I'm running over them. Got to get rid of them before they get up, because they can get up, they don't stay down. You're in the way. Move. Trying to take down your friend here. There you go. Ow, ow. I guess they do feel. They kind of... Those dudes are kind of screaming. Right in your treacherous heart. Ha! I'm gonna do a cartwheel and stab you, because why not? Because I can. There we go. You put it away how he's meant to put it away properly.
The dagger gained the power to stop time. Not for
Yeah,
me,
but we're not using it
but for
today.
the enemy I struck.
No, we're not stopping time. That's not what we're doing. Okay, I don't need to see this. I am sure, thank you. I know where to go. I've played this game more than enough times.
Whence came these visions that assaulted me thus like fever dreams? Each time I awoke feeling drained and beaten, and each time what I had seen came to pass, as if the sands of time were giving me a glimpse into my own future.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain I can ignore that. Should I ignore it or should I do the first one? We're ignoring it. Never done this, so I'm going to add a challenge. I'm going to try and ignore the upgrades. As an added bonus challenge. Assuming I'll remember, because I might just straight up forget the next time I play this. And just be like, upgrades. Cutscene! In-game cutscene. Give me the dagger. Oh, I'll give you the D, alright. I mean...
I am Farah, daughter of the Maharaja from whom you stole it. This is your doing.
I saw my father turn to sand.
You share his fate. If you do not give me the dagger to undo what you have done.
Your traitorous zeal.
Oh, dear.
From now on, I trust no one but myself.
Oh no, I've seen the mummy. It's the scarabs.
Go back to the reception hall. Wait for me there. Go!
Now, we can't stab these dudes, but luckily we can just slash them and they go away. Well, we can stab them, but there's no real point, So mash that square button. That's what we're doing. There you go. Easy.
Now
Am I a hack and slash expert now?
India she had been.
Am I?
In the desert I had felt her dark eyes upon me.
Am I?
Now
Where we going?
She was again. She and I, the only two survivors. Did I say two? Excuse me. We were three.
Honestly, some nice areas. I mean, we're going into a palace that's breaking apart, but some nice, like, furniture and stuff, man. Whoa. That was a bit weird. Oh, right. Oh, this is the one where I think I have to rewind time, right? Is it this one? Because we haven't come up to it yet.
The hourglass. What? I did not understand the meaning of what I had just seen, but I knew, with a certainty I could not explain, that those winged creatures had a master. The man who had tricked me into opening the hourglass now had his
I mean,
and for some
get up.
unknown purpose coveted the dagger as well, would stop at nothing to possess it. Well, I would give him what he sought.
I'm trying to get up here.
Foul and treacherous
Climb
heart.
up, Prince. There you go. Jesus. I mean, that's kind of not mandatory, but it's kind of like the intro-ish, I suppose. But didn't quite do it the way I hoped, but that's fine. Nah. Also, sometimes he rolls when I want him to jump onto the pole, but never mind. A bit of jank, a little bit. Oh. Sounded like that hurt, Prince. You okay? Slide! Oh, his balls are gone. He's got no balls after that. That's gotta hurt. Hey man, I've slid down a pipe before. It hurts. Well, especially your hands. You gotta be careful, man. You get bloomin' friction burn. Friction burn is no good. Where is it?
That's no good.
Yeah, just listen to Sonic. He knows what to say. He always knows what to say. I appreciate that you always know what to say, Sonic. Ow! No, turn around. Go to the thing. Oh dear. Well, I died. Nope. 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 The reason why that took so long is because the game was like rewind, 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 rewind. Welp, first death. That was well done. Well done, me. I'm actually kind of annoyed. That happens so many times though. Like you convince yourself you're, you know, facing the right direction, and the prince will still not jump in the right direction. You know, and naturally that's kind of how you fix your mistakes, by using the sands of time. But in this case, it's like, well, no. And yeah, I make silly mistakes, not on purpose, but like I said, I'm convinced to myself that, hey, I have made that jump. You know, I'm aiming correctly and it's fine, but the game's like, nah. You're in denial. Scarabs. See, now he's putting his sword back correctly. He wasn't doing that before, but... Oh, don't forget. White dust! Uh-oh. White dust! Uh-oh. Don't do drugs, kids. You're not setting a good example. Do I want to go for that thing? Do I? Yeah. It's like the principle of the thing now. Alright. Let's try this again. It's trying to just jump forward. That's all. There we go. I will admit I am a bit more reckless normally because I can rewind time. So jump. Yep. There we go. Boop. And boop. All works out. Putting the swords again. Swords away again. Every time, like, it's like the game's like, it never gets old, right? Seeing him put his sword and dagger away. It's cool, right? It's cool. I mean, it was the first time. Oh, yeah. Epic. Okay, that did not help me, but that's fine. More creatures. How do you know? How did you know? See, now I can do this.